Hi there, welcome to the Greenhorn Valley. We think this is Colorado's best kept secret. So thank you for joining me, and I'm just going to give you a quick introduction to the area if you're not familiar with it. Again, thanks so much for joining me. Well, Colorado, we think of big mountain peaks, beautiful alpine lakes, the tremendous population growth on the Front Range. It's a fast-growing state. It's also a state of incredible natural beauty. And so, where's Colorado City? Well, let's just zoom in. It's at the southern end of the Front Range, and it's just off of I-25. And you can see on the left there, that's Lake Beckwith. There's the golf course. That's the Greenhorn Valley proper in the shadow of Mount Greenhorn. And then just north of Colorado City, just 20 minutes up the road, is the city of Pueblo, which has almost anything you could ever need. And Pueblo's most famous for Pueblo Reservoir, all kinds of shops and lots of population down in Pueblo. And just to give you an idea on driving distances from Colorado City, it's only 2 hours, 2.5 hours to Denver, an hour to downtown Colorado Springs on I-25. Again, no treacherous mountain passes. This is on I-25 to get up there, and then just 25 minutes to Pueblo. So what does Pueblo have? Well, Pueblo is on the Arkansas River, and it's known for having a lot of water amenities, including the Pueblo River Walk, which you'll see on the top left and lower left. It's Pueblo's courthouse. It's one of the more beautiful courthouses I've ever been to. And there's also the Arkansas River, which is sort of the lifeblood of this area. And there's great fly fishing on the Arkansas. And check this out, Pueblo Reservoir, which is just west, just outside of Pueblo. It's one of the biggest reservoirs in the state of Colorado. Tons of boating and fishing and all kinds of recreational opportunities. There's even a swim beach in the summer when it's hot. Pueblo Reservoir is a great amenity for the area. And if you visit, you'll agree it's really something. It's pretty spectacular. And just a couple of pictures that I took in Colorado at the Pueblo Reservoir, one in the summer, one in the winter. And up the Greenhorn Valley, there's so much to do just in this county, just in this little area. You'll see that castle. That castle was built by a gentleman from Pueblo named Jim Bishop, and it is one of the wonders of Colorado. And it's just 15, 20 minutes up the road from Colorado City, up the Greenhorn Valley. Right before the castle, you'll see is Lake San Isabel, which is a high alpine lake just up the road from Colorado City. This area is an hour from Colorado's newest kind of revived ski area. The bottom part of Cuchara is now open, or will be open next season. They're pulling permits and looking to get the top part open with the Forest Service, so that's really exciting, and that's only an hour from Colorado City. And this is what Colorado City looks like. Just sort of a drone shot. Gives you an idea on what the climate is. You'll see Greenhorn over there. And there's tons in Colorado City itself. There's stores and restaurants. At Holly Dot Golf Course, there's even a great little restaurant. You can sit by the golf course, look at the mountains, and have a slopper or drink some beers. There's a couple of really good restaurants in town, and they're pretty reasonably priced. If you're used to urban area prices, they're pretty reasonable, and they're open. So there is some nightlife. There's stores. This is all in Colorado City. You don't even have to go to Pueblo for this. There's schools. You'll see the schools here in the Greenhorn Valley. That's the high school and the middle school. And in Colorado City, there's Lake Beckwith. So you don't even have to go very far if you like water. Just you can put your little boat in Lake Beckwith. No power motor or no power boats, but human power is fine. It's just a nice. There's also a great path that goes around it. You can go for a nice evening stroll Walk around Beckwith as the sun's setting. And as far as employers in Colorado City, well, the biggest employers up there now is called Paragon Processing, and they have the largest hemp processing facility in the United States, 250,000 square feet right now, and that's just in the last couple of years. That's that building at the bottom there that you see that they came to Colorado City. So there is job growth, and of course there's PlasmaCan. There's a number of other employers in Colorado City as well. And just to give you an idea, you know where Colorado Springs is? That's El Paso County. Compare the population growth rate from migration that the Colorado State Demography Office is projecting. They're projecting Pueblo's migration rate. This is new migration. This isn't natural births. This is new people coming into Pueblo will be at a higher rate than El Paso County, 8.07 for Pueblo between 2022 and 2030. That's a good news because it means Pueblo will have a lot more new people coming in, Pueblo County, and that's important for a lot of reasons. Even a higher rate, maybe not numerically, but a higher rate than El Paso County. So just to give you an idea on Colorado City, and we're already seeing just in the past 4 or 5 years, a lot more development. This is an aerial from a couple years ago in one part of Colorado City. And look what has happened just in the past couple of years. These are all new homes. These are all new homes. So Colorado City was subdivided a number of years ago, and they are finished lots in Colorado City with legal platted access. They're already platted, which there's a very expensive process to get new lots platted. These are already platted by a developer. They were platted years ago. And watch this. Same thing. This is another part of Colorado City. This is just a couple of years ago. And watch this. New homes. So super fast. Just in the last couple of years, new homes are sprouting up all over the place in Colorado City. And here is Pueblo West, which you probably heard of Pueblo West because Pueblo West is famous for being a booming place. It's one of the fastest growing places in Colorado. This is Pueblo West in 2006. This is just a little subsection there. Pueblo West is similar to Colorado City in that it was finished lots that were to be developed. They were already developed and subdivided. Look what happened. This is in 2016. And then the real growth in Pueblo County has really been just the past 5 years. Watch what happened between 2016 and today. It's amazing. So if you can see this kind of growth from this to this, it's not even worth circling all those new houses. There's so many of them, but that gives you an idea on what's happening in this area that's really exciting for everybody. Here's Zillow. This is Colorado City. This is just a part of Colorado City. Median home price increase in the past year, 26.5%. 26.5%. If you see that, that's astounding. That's huge appreciation. Home value, median home value, 324,000. Good luck getting a house for 324,000. That's including modular manufactured homes, but good luck getting a house for 324 right now. It's very competitive. And what are they predicting is going to happen? Well, you can download from Zillow, you can download their projections for home price appreciation. And this is 3/31/2022, 5/31/2022, that'll be May 31st. They're expecting a 6.9% appreciation for Pueblo, Colorado City area. But look at this, 1 year out, in February of 2023, 20.3% appreciation. So high appreciation going forward, despite the fact that they know interest rates are going up, they're still expecting home price appreciation. And look, that 20% number looks higher than all these other ones almost, doesn't it? It's higher than almost everybody else on the list. As a matter of fact, it might be the biggest appreciation of any area that's on here. The only one that comes close is this part of Pennsylvania. Okay, there we are. There's a part of Texas. And everybody's going to Texas, and land values in Texas are crazy. So there you go. It's up there with like places in Texas. And that's what Colorado City looks like. It is beautiful. Of course, it's a four-season climate. This is in the warmer months, but it is just gorgeous up there. It's totally idyllic. And when it's green like this, there's nothing else. There's nothing else like this. So people now have found out about Colorado City. You can tell they're building a lot of houses up there. You can tell that the prices are very competitive compared to the rest of Colorado. If you know how much home prices are in Colorado Springs, you compare that to Colorado City, it's really something. So the question is, are you interested in getting ahead of the trend? You can see where the trend is going, but are you interested in getting ahead of it? Well, we'd like to help you if you are interested because we grew up in the area. We know Colorado City very well. We have sold hundreds of properties there over the years, and we started investing in Colorado City all the way back in 2006. And we invest in real estate all over the country, but we call ourselves Greenhorn Valley Land because we love the Greenhorn Valley. It's sort of our birthplace as a land company. And also we just think it's gorgeous. It's kind of a hidden gem, and it remains on the verge of being discovered by a lot of people. So we have several different options for people who want to invest in Colorado City. You can get subdivided, legally platted lots for as low as $100 down and $99 a month. Of course, you can always do cash investment if you want, but a lot of people, when they're doing an investment, they want to leverage. They want to use owner financing as a way to put less down up front and maybe capture appreciation in the long term without tying up their money. But of course, if you do have money, you want to park that money, we do have cash specials. And those cash specials can sometimes really work out for people, and people who like this area or see themselves building at some point, maybe they'll do that. As far as fees, we don't charge any paperwork fees. If you go directly with us, we don't charge any real estate commission. There's no prepayment penalties if you decide to pay off your property early. We don't do any surprise bills. We disclose everything so you know exactly how much the property taxes are. Hint, on these properties, they're not very much, which is another good thing for holding on to them long term. And if you want to go through a title company, that's your option. That would be a buyer expense. We don't charge any paperwork fees for our in-house closing, though. Now, we do limit owner financing to 3 lots per person. And if you're interested in doing more than that, we can discuss options, but we can't do more than 3 lots per person. So if that's something that you're interested in, though, if you're interested in Colorado City, great area, municipal golf course, the Holly Dot, Lake Beckwith, tons of amenities and hiking all over, Bishop's Castle. It's just a really enchanting area. Please call me 970-205-9352 or send me an email at that email you see on the screen. And this is something I just recently saw on the internet, and it was so good and it just spoke to me, and I wanted to share with you. It was this. It was, okay, what has hesitation already cost you? Look at what's happening in Colorado real estate over the past couple of years. It's astounding what kind of appreciation we've seen, the level of home building that we've seen. And I know that there are things that I thought about doing maybe a few years ago that I didn't do. And I saw this and I was really inspired by it. What has hesitation already cost you? There is a cost to doing nothing. So if you're interested, let's get this going for you now before things get even more expensive. These lots have gotten more expensive just in the past couple of years. So please call me 970-205-9352.